Good morning, children. Hope you all are healthy and happy and taking very good care of yourself. Welcome to session 1, Social Studies paper 2, chapter 19, Human Rights and Fundamental Rights. Today we are going to learn fundamental rights. Under this, we are having first right, that is right to equality, and its categories such as equal protection of law, social equality, equality of opportunity, abolition of untouchability, and abolition of title. Before starting, let us understand what are rights. Rights are reasonable claims of a person's. These claims are protected by law. Now, every country is ensuring its citizens certain rights, which are their reasonable claims, and it provide a chance to a citizen to live happily without feeling any sort of inferiority. Similarly, at the same time, we have the responsibility also to allow others to enjoy their rights as well. It means that every nation is giving a chance to a person to not only enjoy or not only to have a certain rights to enjoy by himself or herself, as well as it's also giving a responsibility that no one should be get denied from their fundamental rights. And especially in a democratic system, it strives to preserve equal ground for all. It's giving an importance to the equality, and they allow people to express their opinion and make choices, including the choice of being represented by people they believe in. This choice is called a vote. So when we are saying about the fundamental right, here every individual is free to get elected, and especially in a democratic form of a government, elections plays a vital role. So here, in under this, it's giving a chance to a citizen, or its or a person can enjoy a right or a full freedom that to whom they want to cast their vote, and who is going to be get represented, who is going to be get elected as their representative, and they can avail that is their one value, that is their one vote played a vital role in forming a government. That's why rights have been should be enjoyed by every citizen, especially the political rights. This is a list of fundamental rights, children. Here we are having right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. These are the fundamental rights which were ensured by our constitution to every Indian citizen. So let us learn in detail what are these fundamental rights. First, let us start with right to equality. Democracy safeguards not just the majority but also the minorities. As you know, children, after the election, the majority will form a government, but it does not mean that they cannot take into consideration the opinions of the minorities. The Indian Constitution ensures that each person's rights, irrespective of caste, race, gender, religion, and creed, are protected. However, there are some rights which are so fundamental to personhood that they have been given statutory and guaranteed in the Constitution. They are known as fundamental rights. So, in a democracy, certain rights has been assured by the Constitution itself to its citizen, that they are going, these rights should be get protected by a constitution. An individual or a citizen can claim for it. So these the rights which can be claimed by individual or by a citizen is called as a fundamental rights. So certain rights has been adopted. Every nation is having their own fundamental rights, and especially many democratic nations, they have come over and codified. Even it has been given importance by the UNO that democratic institutions should be having the certain rights, and even they have given an importance to this fundamental rights in Universal Declaration of Human Rights, also UDHR. Children, this is important abbreviation: Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The UDHR is a document. Actually, what is UDHR? It is a document to which many of the modern states are signatory to, implying that they will uphold all the basic human rights mentioned there. Okay, so UNO also has been ensured that every country, democratic nation, should have a certain fundamental rights, and they should be having it has been adopted even in a universal declaration of human rights that modern states has to implement certain basic human rights which were mentioned as fundamental rights also. Let's start with right to equality. Fundamental rights find a place in part 3 of the Constitution of India. Fundamental rights has been written in a part 3 of our Indian Constitution. They are so important that if they are violated by the government, any person has a right to approach the High Court or the Supreme Court directly without going to the lower courts for relief. In India, no one can be denied from their fundamental rights. If any person is get violated, if even a government is also denying the right of any particular person, they can directly approach to the High Court or a Supreme Court. Now, let us understand, even we are having different categories, that is equal protection of law. The Constitution says that the government shall not deny to any person equality before the law or equal protection of the laws. The right to equality guarantees that all citizens shall be equally protected by the laws of the country, whether he or she an ordinary citizen, a minister, a government official, or a small farmer. Everyone should be get equally treated before law. Even a prime minister may be tried in a court of law and will have to attend the courts just as an ordinary person if there is an accusation of a crime. So everyone is equal before law. Second one is social equality. Another feature of this right is social equality. The state shall not discriminate against any citizen on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, and place of birth, or any of them. As you know, children, in earlier time, India is having a division in a society. They are having classification in a society. Like Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras were considered as the last section, and they are get treated unequally. They will not be having any right to enjoy. So to provide an opportunity that every citizen in India is equal, this social equality has been uh, inculcated as involved in a fundamental rights. Especially, no one can be get any sort of face any sort of discrimination on the basis that they belong to a particular caste. Next is equality of opportunity. The Constitution guarantees equality of opportunity for all citizens in matters relating to employment or appointment to any office under the state. So, any individual, those who are capable, those who are having a particular constitution to hold that particular office, they should be get equal opportunity to it. No citizen shall, on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, resident, be ineligible for or discriminated against in respect of employment or office under the state. So no one can be denied if a person is eligible, if the person is having a particular qualification to hold that particular office, they can avail a equal opportunity. Yes, right to equality is another. We're having a social equality, equal opportunities for all, for their growth and for the development. Now, abolition of untouchability. The Constitution, in no uncertain terms, abolishes untouchability and its practice in any form. Further, the practice of untouchability is an offense, and anyone doing so is punishable by law, even attracting a jail term. As already we have know that the caste system was there, and especially the Sudras, the last section of a society, they were considered that should not be having any sort of particular share on a common places. Even they get denied to use a water from the well. They are not allowing into the places of worship and all that. So this term untouchability, even they are making it as a punishable. If any person is get treated as an untouchable, even they can get tracked into a jail terms also. Even they have to pay the penalties if they are denying any person to use the water from the well, or they cannot be able to visit a place of worship. Abolition of title. In another move to remove arbitrary and unequal classification of the aristocratic class and the bourgeois, the constitution prohibits the state from conferring any titles. You know, children, as in the medieval period when the rulers were there, they are used to give any give titles, and even during the British government also, Britishers also, when the any Indian citizen or any Indians, when they are rendering the services to the under the British government, they used to get the certain titles like Rao Bahadurs and Khan Bahadurs and all that. So after independence, these titles were get denied. They abolished that these titles. They said that they should not be having any particular title, and citizens of India cannot accept titles from a foreign state also. But, however, military and academic distinctions can be conferred on the citizens of India. Those who are rendering the services in a military or academics, they can be confined, or they can be get the awards like the Bharat Ratna, the Paramveer Chakra, and the Padma Vibhushan. Cannot be used by the recipient as a title and do not accordingly come within the constitutional prohibition. So those who are rendering, they can get the titles, but they cannot keep on using the same title as their criteria. So they have to get there was an abolition of title, and no title will be availed from any foreign state. Here on untouchability, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar played a vital role when in a drafting constitution he has mentioned that untouchability should be get abolished in India, and Article 18 ensured that abolition of titles. Let us have a quick cap, children. What are the rights? We understood the meaning of what are the rights. And today, first fundamental right, that right to equality we have covered. And the right to equality, we are having the various categories. It's time for home assignment. Children, you have to write what would happen if the fundamental right to equality was not in the constitution. You have to write this answer, your point of view, in 10 to 15 lines. Okay, children? Thank you.